So it's currently 2:07 a.m. We're in the gym. Why are we in the gym at 2:07 a.m.? As part of my exercise plans, I want to have, because I'm an online coach, that I want to have exercises where everybody can see what to do for each exercise. So like a model form of it. And so I'm recording tonight, hopefully about like 100 exercises out of 238 exercises that I have total of all the exercises and explaining how to do them in good form. And so I'm going to have it on all my plans, that when they have their plans of their workouts, they can literally just click on anything that they don't understand what to do, and it'll come to a video of me explaining exactly what to do and showing them. So 2 a.m. we have to do it now because empty gym and all that. Don't want to keep recording around everybody else. So here we are.
Alright guys, so it's currently 3:13 a.m. Been up since 1. Basically just been writing some ads, so it's been something I've been meaning to get around to actually write them down, come up with good copyright for ads. And so I've just been pretty much doing that throughout the morning. I have like 3 ads right now that are kind of finished for how I want them to be. I'm gonna film them, see which ones I like, and then just kind of input them, sponsor them, run some ads, and see what we can get from it. So this is how I want to structure my ads. Obviously I want to have a banner that's like eye-catching so people viewing it can like read a header. And then I want to have it formatted to where my statements, the first words are directing it towards somebody. So really just connecting with like this kind of person. And then they see it and they're like, oh, that's me, I need to pay attention. And then after that, I'm gonna explain their problems, kind of like try to describe their problems to them. So they're like, wow, that really sounds like me. They connect to it. And then I'm gonna go into how I can fix those problems just from like a quick, not extensive at all, but just a very quick like one-liner. And so this is what one of them kind of looks like right now. So if someone's previously taken an ancestry test, I can use that information to upload it into a software that can analyze their health risk, 380 of them. And so I know that, and I want to get people to do that. And so my ad is going to be, this one's targeting people specifically who have previously had ancestry tests done. And so I want to have the banner that highlights the 380 plus genetic reports. And then my statement's going to be, if you've ever done an ancestry test, because, and that's a hard statement to try to direct just because it's not like a type of person, like overweight people or gym owners or like real estate agents. I can't direct that. So, or like DNA people, like everybody has DNA. So it's like, if you've ever done, so I had to like tweak those words around, if you've ever done an ancestry test. But so if you've ever done an ancestry test, you can now unlock 380 plus health reports. And like, oh, cool, I've done an ancestry test. Tell me about that. And then I'm gonna go into the problems, which is like without having to take another DNA test, because then they're probably like, oh, do I have to take another one of these things, yada, yada, yada. So without having to take another test, you can use your existing results to find out risk for preventable diseases. I had to add this specific word because some people were like, well, I just don't really want to know the risk if there's nothing I could do about it. And so it wouldn't really be worth it for me because now I just don't have peace of mind. I'm worried about it. And then there's nothing I can do about it. So you can find your risk for preventable diseases like type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, gut digestion. I chose these because these are really prominent in American culture especially. And then this word, like the gut, is kind of like a flash word these days. It almost seems like everybody's worried about the gut. So I threw that in there, and many more. Not only this, but we connect you with a high quality coach who will guide you through a health optimization plan based on your results. And so a lot of people's concerns is like, okay, I have this information, then what do I do about it? And so that's another problem that they've had. So now, and even if they weren't thinking about that problem, they're like, oh, wait, that's a problem I was gonna incur if I went through a different ancestry test that would look at my health. Like, oh, they're gonna connect me with a coach, and we're gonna see what we can actually do about this and get into the best shape. And so the last line is simply just like, if you're the type of person who is proactive about their health. And so like, most people aren't, but they would like to think that they are. And so explaining all of this and then saying, if you're the type of person who's proactive, most people read that and be like, yeah, I'm proactive about my health, I wanna do this. If I would've said, if you're the type of person who wants to be proactive about their health, it's not as powerful, and people think the same way. And so if I'm gonna get the same outcome, I want it to be more powerful. So it's like, if you're the type of person. So not only am I labeling them with a problem, but I'm labeling with who they can become by clicking the link and like becoming part of my program. And so that's someone who is proactive about their health. And so that's a very minor word tweak, but something that can be very powerful, where it's like, try to describe what that person is going to be like once they've done your program at the end, like the end goal desired outcome. This is the type of person who they want to be, because at the end of the day, people want to become something from some sort of service. And so doing this, my service, they're going to be the type of person who is proactive about their health and achieve peak human performance, right? So if you're the type of person who's proactive about their health and wants to achieve peak human performance, find out how we can best serve you by clicking the link below. Make sure you focus it on the client, not on yourself. And then, you know, I use words like serve or help or things like that, because that's the goal. People want to be helped into and guided into the outcome. So that's just one example of an ad. I have something that's like way more targeted to a very specific niche, but for at least that part of the funnel, I was expanding in the last video that I wanted to have almost like a dual funnel, that funnel into one, like the end call with me, basically, that I can go into a sales call, target different people and different demographics using different ads that will all funnel and have their specific forms and slightly different targets that end up all funneling into one spot. So that's just one example of that, but hopefully that kind of helps in like how to run your ads, how to structure that, and then like certain word tweaks that can honestly make huge differences in the way people perceive them and kind of view them into being more powerful. All right, guys, it is 2:30, it's Thursday. I am recording my ads right now, and I just wanted to show you guys the setup of how I'm recording my ads. This is literally what it looks like. It is just a garbage can with a tripod that I stole from my brother, which just came in yesterday. So shout out him, and he doesn't really know that I took it, but whatever. Yeah, it actually works out pretty well. If I didn't have that, I was just gonna set up like a water bottle and just put my phone against it. Hopefully that would have been fine. And then just try to make it, you know, a scenery to where the ad makes sense. And so I'm basically just recording an ad for people that are looking to get more fit. And so obviously, you know, the whole gym kind of vibe makes it better. I'm not gonna record in the gym. So I have this little setup here. Just try to make it presentable, kind of. You know, I got some weights down there. Try to cover up all the flags and banners and whatnot, but that's the setup. And basically it's just to show you guys, like, you don't need a huge setup. You don't need all these lights and like fancy camera equipment and any of that stuff. Literally, it's just have my phone and then something to stand it on, and then something that makes the ad more presentable, that connects with the message of the ad. That's it. I'm not wearing anything fancy either. Shorts, t-shirt, gym attire. I just chose a shirt that made me look kind of big, I guess, but like, that's pretty much it. Like, just think of those things. And then also too, think of like who your audience is. And so I'm going after typically older clients that have like tried to lose weight. Like when I say older, I'm talking like probably middle age. So I'm not going after like super young guys. So I'm not gonna wear like a wife beater or like a stringer or anything like that. But I'll wear like a nice fitted shirt, shorts. That's fine for gym culture. So address your target audience properly and have a scenery that addresses that as well. That's pretty much it. Just talk, have a good script, have a garbage can, whatever, that's it.